reaches out, fingertips touching the roof of the car. This can't be right, but it feels right. I don't know why. Everything's changed. That's all I know. Worried, I repeat. My other hand slips inside my jacket. I lean in until my body touches the driver's door. What am I searching for? What am I doing? And then I find it. Between my fingers, a pencil. I can feel its smooth hexagonal shaft, its strange, steely rigidity. This can't be right. But it must be. My world twists irrevocably on its axis, my roller coaster moment. I say, leaning further into him. But he's not listening. He's not even looking at me. He's looking straight ahead like I'm not there. The point enters just above his eyeball, taking part of the upper eyelid with it. Easily it goes in. Shockingly so. And shockingly fast, although in fact I'm calm, not shocked at all. His face hardly changes. There's the slightest expression of surprise. But mild surprise, no more than that. It might be that he remains exactly as he is, and the lack of horror is somehow expressive. Peaceful, like he knows that this is what needs to be done, that I have no choice. The pencil slides right in. There must have been some force, but I can't recall. When I let go, only a couple of inches are sticking out. With the ball of my hand, I push it in all the way. Then I wait, resting against the car. When his body starts to sag, I know it's over. That's how it happens. So quickly. You've got no idea just how quickly it can all change. Everything. Thursday. Chapter 2. Joe Romano reached for his mug and took a gulp. The coffee was stone cold. He put it down on his desk amid a pile of case files. Break-ins, mainly. There was another case open on his screen. Just admin for the insurance adjusters at this stage. Fiddly paperwork. Everything's got to be right. The last one must have taken him, what, an hour? He clicked save, logged out of the system and looked across the open plan operations room. The shift was winding down. People rose from their seats, attending to aching lumbar regions, exchanging friendly words with night shift officers and support staff who'd just begun to trickle in. "Joe, fancy a drink?" A young man in a trim grey suit grinned. The question was ironic. Nothing new there. A few people looked over at Joe with a mixture of amusement and pity. "Or a bit of unpaid overtime. More your style, eh, Joe?" Detective Constable Gwyn Merchant was one rank lower and a decade younger. You'd never have known. Cocksure with a wardrobe to match. The kind of guy who rarely got creases in the trousers of his Paul Smith suits. He came across and handed Joe a slip of paper. "Misper. Only been gone a couple of days." "Addled. Friggin' skag," Merchant said, laughing, already walking away, thinking about his first pint. "His mammy rang it in. Worried sick. Bet she's the only one." "This is everything?" Joe asked, looking at the paper in his hand. Merchant stopped, turned as if the question was slightly impertinent. "Mum wasn't making much sense when she called, apparently. I was his last arresting officer, so they sent it through to me." "Right, I'll look into it." "Piece of shit. He'll be off his tits in a gutter," Merchant said as he went back to his desk. "Or dead in a gutter. Either way, log it and leave it, unless you've nowt better on." He patted his pockets, making sure he'd left nothing on his desk, and followed his mates towards the door. They all looked like they were gagging for a drink, for a laugh. CID officers. More like teenagers. On the slip of paper there was a phone number and a name. Craig Shaw. One of Merchant's arrests. Joe didn't recognize the name. No surprise there. After a year coordinating missing persons and break-ins, Joe's knowledge of serious crime in Leeds was about as peripheral as it got. He logged back into the system for a quick look. It wasn't as if anybody was going to be working at his desk tonight. It was an age.